All right, people, here we are once again at the show. These are the final hours of Saturday. I'm going to be leaving, and I wanted to get the last interview of the day. Here we have WINNIE MENSINK and his partner TANCO BART. Those are names that you've all heard of. These guys come from overseas to come to this show, just to show you how big the Chicago show is. What say you, gentlemen?
Hello. Hello.
How you doing? Say, a lot of the folks down in Florida are wondering just where you guys got started in collecting. They've seen some of your sites on the internet, and they'd like to know the focus of your collecting and how you got started and just where you're at with the show that you put on overseas.
Yeah, well, I started because I like old music, like 50s music, rock and roll, rockabilly. So I thought I could have so I started buying all this let's so that ended up in buying more and more until I had something to sell because of space limits. And well, that's basically what kept me in.
So now, do you primarily collect American sets?
Well, that's what I like most, yeah. But obviously, we're in Europe, and the availability of American sets. That's why we're here, of course. So in Europe, we're confronted with a lot of German and English, other countries. Sets like Sonotrix, Premier, Asba from French, so these sets go around and are nice too. But for me personally, I like if you play like historical or older jazz, 40s jazz or 50s rock and roll music, it all stems from the States. So you got to. I think you got to have the instrument that suits the music.
So are all the sets that you collect, do you consider them to be player sets or more for display?
Some of them are player sets. I have player set. Now at the moment it changes sometimes. For a couple. Well, anyway, I've got a Leedy set, 48 gold sparkle set that I use as a player set. It's not really like a museum piece.
Now, is that on your website?
Yeah, that's on my website.
Okay, now how did you come by that set?
I bought that of a guy I knew from the internet, Mark Cooper. He's got a nice website too, Cooper's Vintage Drums.
Okay, I believe I've seen that.
Yeah, and Mark's a really nice guy. I think he's an idiot like me, maybe even more crazy about old drums, and he always got the nicest set. So when I saw that set, and I was looking for a big bass drum, a 26 bass drum, and I made he sent a set to me, and that was how I got that set. And I've got another little one because the 26 is a little bit hard to get up the stairs. I live from the 3rd floor, so on a Saturday night when you're coming back from a gig, it's rather difficult to get a 26.
I see, yeah.
It's an Amsterdam canal house with small stairs going like this. So imagine me parking or staying there in front of my house with a policeman writing a ticket because I get stopped there, and I have to carry the 26 up the stairs. So
I can imagine.
I have a smaller set that's easier and faster to go up with a 20 bass and 30, 16 Slingerland Red Sparkle. That's more of a 60s set, which is much easier to take it away setting up. So these are my two player sets. But what I actually like for a collection is weird sets that people never consider anymore as a player set, like a set the Army out of tune.
I see. Oh yeah.
Way too heavy to ever take. Even try to take to the gig. So these are sets that nobody really wants, but I think deserve a place in history.
Well, I think that makes them all the more collectible.
Yeah, it's just fun to look at these sets and wonder what people were thinking when they designed it.
Kind of like the knob tension set that was a total failure, but now is very collectible.
Absolutely, yeah.
So Tanco, what is your area of expertise as far as collecting? What do you like to do? Where are you at with that?
It's kind of the same as Winnie, but I mostly like the 60s and 70s American brands, and I got turned on to older drums because of a Dutch drummer that used to play five skit in the 70s, and then you start to search where that came from. You go on the internet and you have the various drum forums, and you meet people online, and then at one time you go to America to go to the source. Yeah, it never stops. There's so many nice sets around. I like crazy finishes, mainly.
Now, how long have you been coming to this particular show, the Chicago show?
This is my 4th year now.
Your 4th year?
Yeah.
Winnie? Sixth year.
Yeah.
And do you plan on just showing up every year now, from now on?
Yeah,
or?
somebody calls, can you play on that weekend? No, we're sorry. We can't
How
do
much
it.
does it cost to come over here from, is it the Netherlands? Seriously, I wonder how you guys do this every year.
The flight is about 500 euros, which is like $600. So
Okay.
it's fairly. But if you don't go on holiday, I eat porridge mostly a year. So I could save up some money to spend.
I remember skipping one Chicago show, and because I had to play with my band, and it was an important gig, and the gig was nice, but I really regretted not coming. So I promised myself I'd never miss a Chicago show
Well,
again.
I've done the same thing, and this is actually my 3rd show, but the first time I had my twin brother come for me because I couldn't go, and he was nice enough to come here and he bought me a